Hello everyone, it's 7:30 p.m. on Sunday the 30th, is that right? Yes, 30th of March. Oh my goodness, almost finished the month. We're very nearly there. And that's important because there's a few things coming up that I need to let you know about. How is everyone? Have you had a good weekend? So over the last few days, we've had quite a lot going on around here. We had craft along on Thursday. And then we had our Zoom class on Friday night live on Friday night. And then I spend a lot of my time on Saturday getting the craft along tutorials finalized and up and the PDF written and all the measurements and everything. It's already now available on the blog. I'm going to put the address up on the screen for you so you know where to go if you would like to find it. I'm telling you this first because I know if I don't say these things first that I'll forget. And I get to the end and then I go, oh no, I missed out telling everyone about the new tutorials that are out now. So that's where you go to find them. It's lookwatimade.com.au. And if you go there, you'll see that I have in the post that is, or the most recent post, the one that went up yesterday, all the information. There's photos of all the projects. If we get time tonight, I'll show them to you again before the end of this video. But also there's a purchase button. So you'll get it automatically, all the tutorials, and you would have also received a supply pack if you placed an order with me in the previous month. So any February orders over $60 automatically got everything. Okay, you get the class for free, the tutorials, and the supply pack to make everything. Well, not everything, but the main video card that we made last. Did everyone see the main card? I really liked how it turned out. It was this one. And it's an easel card. So it goes up like that. Super fun card. And we made that live on Thursday. So that's included. Of course, all the measurements are included for that as well. All right. I think I've remembered to tell you what I really wanted to not forget to tell you. So all of that is now available, and I'm hoping you'll go check it out. If you wish to purchase it outright, just wish to purchase the tutorials, then it's $15 for those. And a full explanation of everything is on that page. Okay, let me take the banner down so we can see what's going on, because I'm going to switch over to the desk in just a minute. But before I do, I just wanted, I know, Marilyn. I know I was supposed to be having a break, but I was behind. There was just no way. And I was also doing bookwork this weekend. So this was a bookwork weekend. I got most of that up to date, most of it done today. So I'm pretty happy about that. Couple more days and I'll be completely up to date. Yay, go me. All the things to be done, right? I know I was supposed to be having a break. And I did think about it, but then I realized I had to keep going or I was going to be. Last month I was a week and a half late with my craft along tutorials, and I did not want that to happen this time. So you'll have to excuse me. Okay. Looking through. Have I missed anything important? Hello, Siobhan. Nice to meet you. Again, you've been here before and it's lovely to have you with us again. Denise, hello. How are you? How's that beautiful granddaughter of yours going? I see we have a lot of friends here tonight, and I'm not going to be able to remember to say everyone's names. I do have a little bit of news for. We were on Friday night. You might remember a couple of people were asking where Margaret might be, Margaret Gordon, and I heard from her yesterday. She's in hospital, so that's why she wasn't with us on Friday night. So the mystery is solved, but not in a good way, because that's not good. We don't want her to be in hospital. But I'm sure, I think she listened to the replay of Friday nights. She told me she'd watched the replays. So that means she'll probably see this replay as well and see all your comments. So she did tell me that she had a minor heart attack. So they were doing all the tests, and she's having a CAT scan, I think, and some other tests and angiograms and all sorts of stuff tomorrow. So yeah, she's had a bit of a rough trot. Things have not been good. She's lost a couple of close friends in the last couple of weeks, and all of those things go together to not be good for your heart. So we are thinking of you, Margaret, if you're watching this, and I know all the girls are thinking of you too. Okay. I know, right? You spoke to her yesterday, Sheila. Good. I'm glad. And I know Nicole spoke to her, I think, on Friday. So it's really lovely. This is such a great community. You know, we are so lucky to have each other, and know that if things are tough, And some of us, myself included, have been in that category in recent times. It's so nice to have this beautiful community to fall back on and know that we're supported. So, yeah. So thank you everyone for your thoughts. And yes, Sheila's asking Tanya how your puppy's going. So how is Sasha? Has she improved? We hope so. Lots of things going on lately, right? This is life. Not always the good parts. We have the good parts, but not always. So, you know, it's good that we can be here to wish each other well and have lots of support. All right, I'm going to switch over to the desk. And I'm sorry I haven't said hello to everyone individually. It's too many of you, which is an awesome problem to have, right? But please accept my love to everyone here tonight. Oh, that sounds like some good news, Tanya. A lot better? Fantastic, because I know you were really worried about it the other day, and I'm just going to straighten up my camera here. That's better. All right. So I thought I would pull out something tonight that I haven't played with nearly enough. Some of you may have seen it before. It's been around for a little while. It is called the Botanical Textures Suite, and it consists of a number of things. Now, I just realized, oh, it's got 2 packs of paper in it, and I've only pulled out 1 pack of paper, and I'm not sure what I've done with the other ones. So I need to have a quick look and see where that might be. The other paper is like a black and white paper, and I'm just not quite sure what I've done with that. So give me a moment. I'm going to have a look. But if we can't, oh, here it is. Found it. Yay. Go me. All right. So this is actually the paper where the suite gets its name, and it's called Botanical Textures. Hence the name on the back there, and the colours on the back, basic black. And they probably should have added white, because basic black and white. There's definitely white in there. So it's got a lot of shall we say grungy. So this is probably not everyone's cup of tea, I have to say, right? Some people probably will love this and think it's absolutely fantastic. I think there's some really cool things you can do with it. And also some of these black and white ones, you could color them as well if you want to. Oh, hey, Lorraine, nice to see you. You just got that DSP, Leslie. Well, I haven't played with mine yet, so maybe it's time I did. Maybe we'll do that tonight, although I had been thinking I was going to play with the other paper pack in this set because that's my favorite one. But I can see that we could do a lot with this. Okay, so it's got that, like I said, that grungy kind of a look to some of it, and some of it just is black and white. Like the leaves are really nice. So you can see, and these leaves here are the same as the ones that are in here in the stamp set. And I really like the stamps in here because they give you that lovely light and dark kind of a thing going on. They're super nice. I'm just looking through. So lots and lots of black and white designs. Okay. You haven't played with it yet, Margaret? Yeah, I haven't played with this, and I hadn't really thought about that for tonight. And so I'm thinking I won't use it tonight, but I would like to play with it during the week and maybe put up a card and start getting my head around how I want to use it, because I haven't really done that yet. Whereas this one kind of floats my boat a lot more. I love all the textures in this. We did do a card a few weeks ago. You guys might remember I was inspired by one of Miss Ellen's cards. She had done it in a portrait way, and I kind of did the same thing, or very similar, but I did it landscape, this one here, just using different textures from this. And so some of you would have seen me made this one, and you can see I've used the textured notes rectangle there, and that's the matching dies in this set. Okay, I love these. This is my favorite part of the set. Okay, they are fantastic. I use them a lot. I've been using this little one quite a bit for the sentiments and things, like a long skinny sentiment on a card. But then you've got all these others. They've kind of got like a tribal border around all of the different. Aren't they nice? It's in your cart for Tuesday, Sheila. You're waiting for the new month. Aha. Oh, which card was that? The one with the sailing boat? Is that the one you're thinking of? Because I saw the end of that card. Are you thinking about that one, Sheila? Anyway, these are really nice. I really love them. And we've got these beautiful kind of textured pieces. We've also got the stamps, and I think I will play around with these. I'm deciding whether to go landscape or portrait. I am not quite sure. But you can see lots of different textures. And if you're wondering where the rest of my pack is, I've used it. This is all I've got left of this pack, and I'm deciding, do I need another pack? Oh, maybe I do. I don't know. I actually made my team gifts with this paper. I wrapped these around to make it look like they were little suitcases, which are another online exclusive product, the little suitcase boxes that you can make up, and I covered them with this. So they look like they were basket weave, which is really, really cute. Hey, Cherie, how are you? Hello, Lynn. So, all sorts of things we could play with in here. And seeing this one's got like a Hessian. Well, I think the Americans call it burlap, don't they? But we call it Hessian here. Or sack. Some people call it sackcloth. So yeah, it's that kind of feel, and it's got all these lovely textures that look very realistic. So they look like that could be. It looks bumpy, that paper, to me. It's not, but it looks it. And we've got more basket weave, like a round basket weave on this side and a straight one on this side. More of that. And then there's like a linen on the back of this one, or canvas. Do you think canvas or linen? I think more linen, but it probably could be either. Yeah, I think it was the sailboat bundle. That's the one I thought you meant, Sheila, because that looked really lovely what she did with that. All right, so I'm deciding which of these papers I would like to use. They're all really nice. And I'm thinking, will I go with a white base or will I go with vanilla? Because these colours certainly lend themselves to vanilla. I'm deciding, do I want to use a darker one? Maybe I'll go with a darker one. So let me do this. I'm going to cut this at 9.5 by 13.8. And then I need to have like a matte around this, and I could go with a lighter color, but I'm tempted to go with maybe black as a matte, because black mattes do always look really good. What do you think if we put that behind? I think that would look quite classy, so I think that will be nice. So for this, I'm going to go 14.3 by 10 to get my matte size. I'm making this up as I go along. I haven't really... Oh, you think vanilla? Do you mean vanilla? I'm thinking vanilla for the card base. Were you thinking vanilla for the matte, Leslie? Oh, espresso would have been nice too. Yes. And I'm thinking I might go with espresso for my ink, for my stamping, okay? And I'm going to glue this into place. I might as well just grab whichever glue is the closest. This just happens to be it, the seal. When I use my seal, I run it along and I tick it off a little bit. I sort of flick it at the end, and that stops it from jamming up, and will make it easier for your seal to roll. All right. Okay. Nice start to this. Let me see if I've got some basic white vanilla thick handy. I should have. This one looks, is this the right measurement? Oh, it is. So this is very vanilla cardstock. And I'm going to come in with my bone folder and flatten that down. So I'm going to have that on a vanilla base like so. Now, the next question is for my textured notes, because I do want to have a textured note, and I would like it to, I don't need to have a lot of this basket weave showing. So I'm thinking either this size or this size, one of these two. So that's probably enough, big enough actually, because if I use this one, we're going to lose even more. So yeah, I think I'll go with this one. And we're going to get away with the darker color because there's not a lot of it around. Okay. I could go with a smaller one, but I don't actually want to. So I'm going to cut that. I'm going to use, let me think. Am I going to use vanilla again? I think I am. I could go crumb cake too, you know, like or another neutral, but I'm thinking that that might be nice. And I'm going to cut that with my, got a scrap here. And I'm going to run this through my cut and emboss machine. Go this way, like so. And then we're ready to go. So let me just quickly cut that. Talk amongst yourselves. Now this DSP that we're using is quite aptly called Woven Textures if you're looking for it. You can, when you're in the online store, you can actually, there's a search bar at the top and you can just type anything you want in there. My tip for that search bar is put in enough information but not too much. So you don't need to put the whole woven textures in. You could just put in the word woven and it will come up. Okay, so you don't need to put in, because like for example, it's woven texture. Let me double check. I'm pretty sure that's what I said it is. Woven texture. Let me have a quick look. Of course, it's not going to come up. Where is it? Yeah, so if I type in the word woven, W-O-V-E-N, okay, and woven textures come up. So it's woven textures with an S, okay. If I put in woven textures DSP, it won't come up because that's not how it's listed in the store. It's called woven textures 12 by 12 designer series paper, not DSP. So I would say don't give it too much information. Does that make sense to everybody? Because if you give it too much information, it has trouble finding exactly what you... Megan must be here, Cherie. I see that. You're talking away. Good, 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 good. Oh, hello, Jody. Oh, well, you know what? We will use the matching. Where are they? They should be here. I believe they're close by. Here they are. These are the matching neutral matte dots. And I know that you like these, Jody, because they've got black ones. Okay, they've got black and white, and then they've got vanilla, and they've also got pecan pie. So they're all the colors, and they go really nicely with this. These are part of the suite as well. So you can buy the whole suite and get everything if you want to, or you can just buy the bits and pieces that you want. So if you just want the Woven Textures DSP, you can get that. If you just want the Textured Notes dies, to me, these are the star of the show. I think these are the very best thing in here, but I love the paper too. So, all right. So I'm looking here to see what I'm going to do. I love this particular leaf. I think it's absolutely beautiful. And I also like the basket. We've got a nice thank you here. We've got a little note of appreciation. Okay, now if we were going to go landscape, which we could, okay, if we're going to go landscape, then we want one of these two, either a little note of appreciation or you are seriously the best, because it'll go nicely across, okay? But if we're going portrait, then I'm probably going to use the thank you, okay? So which way should we go? I love it too, Jody. It's really beautiful. Oh, that's okay, Donna. Never, ever apologize for being late. Oh, thank you very much, Cherie. No, I'm not using the black and white tonight, Jody. I'm sorry. I'm just using this one. I could use, I mean, for my second card, I guess I could. There's nothing to say I can't. I'm not got my heart, but I was actually going to show you something new that hasn't been released yet. So we'll have to have a little talk about that and decide whether we want to do that, or whether, you know, which way you guys want to go. Ooh, there's a letter on it. I'm going to go with that. And I've also got this guy here, so I'm going to put him on here as well. Does it fit on C? Oh, just. And then I've also got one of my special blocks. Does everyone know what I mean by special? Recently we had our team. When we go to on stage, I don't know if you can see it. Let me put a piece of black behind it because then you can see it. Okay, can you see my little? So I had these made up. My lovely team member Courtney is really great at making these. She's got one of those fancy laser printers, and I got her to make some of these up so I could give them all as team gifts in the little suitcases for on stage. And our team name is called the Inksomniacs. So that all started when back in the days when I was a mum to a 6-year-old, and well, actually, let me start again. How old was I? Oh gosh, a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old, thereabouts, when I first started with Stampin' Up. And I wasn't getting much sleep at that point of time, so that's why my team ended up being called the Inksomniacs, because guess what I'd be doing if I woke up in the middle of the night and I couldn't sleep or was, feeding small babies and things like that. So I would go and get some craft on, because that's what we do, right? All right, so did we decide whether we wanted the thank you and portrait, or some people are saying portrait, some people are saying landscape. I think Leslie was first with portrait, but then we have Moira with landscape, Jody with portrait, Colleen with landscape, Margaret and Nairi and Katrina and also landscape. Oh my goodness. All right, we'll have a think about the black and white as well. I know the arches are so cool. Absolutely so cool. And I've been having so much fun with those because that's what we used the other day for oh, which way does the thank you go? I'm putting this one together because I just realized I haven't put the back on it yet. So I'm going to take this off. For anyone who hasn't seen me do this, this is a quick how to put the stamps, the stickers on your stamps. Super easy. You dog ear the back where the slit is. You take the whole thing off so it's stuck on your finger. You stick it down on your block. Stick it to the block, okay? Then you take off those back bits that you dog-eared earlier. Then you turn it over and you line up the sticker with the back of the stamp and it's put together. That's it. It's ready to go. All right. So it looks like Leslie says she's conceding and Jody says I should pick. Well, sometimes I'm good at picking and other times I'm not. And I do I really, yeah. Oh, all right. I don't know. Portrait, landscape, portrait. I should toss a coin. Have I got one of those handy? Let me see. Maybe that's what we should start doing. If I can't make up my mind about something, I should grab a coin and toss it. I don't even think I have a coin handy. If I had a coin handy, I would do that. But maybe next time. Katrina's still saying portrait. I think the leaf stamp will look good on portrait, and I think you're right. So let's go portrait. Yep. And so with that, I'm going to grab my Early Espresso ink. Now, the only thing is, I'm wondering if I'd like a little bit of colour somewhere. So I'm going to put the thank you right here in the middle with the Early Espresso. All right. And then I'm going to come in with my leaf. And will I go Early Espresso or, okay. I could add a little bit of colour to this and that might be rather nice. This is a beautiful stamp, but it is what we call a distinctive stamp. So you get that lovely light and dark coming through. And I'm going to have this, I was going to go straight up, but because of the thank you being where it is, I'm going to have it going slightly off here to the side. And it's so beautiful. Can you see what I mean about the light and the dark? It's really lovely. And then on the other block, I'm going to get another C block. And I'm going to do this sort of leaf here. Now, like I said, I'm wondering if I should add some colour in here, like maybe Lost Lagoon or something like that. Should I do a some Lost Lagoon leaves coming down, because that might look nice. And in fact, if I wanted to, I still have from the other night. Haha, I have a Lost Lagoon base. Let me see. I could do this and add and do a Lost Lagoon leaf. What do we think about that instead of the vanilla? Do we like that idea? Megan, you guys have sure had a lot of rain up there, but I'm glad to hear you got some sunshine. We got everything today. You know, it poured rain this morning when I got up. It had been raining, and then it was really windy, and then the rain came pouring down, and then lunchtime the sun came out. Oh, I don't know. It just couldn't make up its mind. All right, I'm going to try with the Lost Lagoon. And I'm going to do my stamps as well with the Lost Lagoon. I just think it'll add a nice little pop of colour that might be good without going super bright. That's how it's looking. And if we wanted to, we could also grab myself some blending brushes. And I'm thinking maybe colour in a couple of leaves, darken up a couple. We could do it with blends markers too, but I don't know if I want to go that dark. So let me see, just do this on a scrap. I'm thinking about adding some green down here as well. Now, Jody, I'm going to ask you, which bling should we use with this? Should we go with the black or should we go with something else? And I know you're a big fan of the black, but maybe you'll surprise me and choose something different. Hey, Monique, nice to see you. Excuse me. Okay. Using a blending brush with your ink is a little bit softer than if I use blending, like blends markers. That would be a lot darker, and I didn't want it to be very overwhelming. Still think black, Jody? Okay, got it. Oh, that's no good, Sheila. Well, it is if you like the rain. Right, now I was actually going to put this over the top, but now I'm looking at it and thinking, I don't think I want to. I don't think I want to mess with it. I might use that on another card, but I don't want to use it on this one. We don't have any splatter, and I feel like some splatter would be nice. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to glue this. I'm going to go with the and I'm going to pop this right here. And then I'm going to go to my favorite element of text set, which got all this fabulous splattery stuff. Okay, and it's also got some nice little text and stuff too. And actually, some nice little text would look good too. I wonder, maybe a little bit of crumb cake text. Let's try that. And the text has got like some splatter on it too. Can you see some little splattery bits? Okay, I'm pulling out my crumb cake. And I'm going to test it on a scrap first, because here we go. It's quite dark, my crumb cake. It's only a brand new one. Oh, I like that. That looks really good. And I'm going to stamp it off again and do the top corner. And just pull it up so you can see it. Can you see that? And then we're going to do, with the crumb cake again, I'm going to use one of my splattery stamps. I think this one. I like both of them. It's really a tough decision which one to use because they're both so nice. We're now deciding where to put this. This one's going to go right across the top. Don't know what. Is it me that said what? Sorry, have I said the wrong thing? Marilyn said you don't know what I mean. Is it she means by WB either? Oh, welcome back. WB is welcome back. That's what it is. All right, I'm going to pop this on some dimensionals because those will look good. So one in each corner, a little bit in from the corners so that you don't see them easily. And maybe one in the middle or on either side just so it doesn't sag. One in the middle is probably fine. I was thinking I'd said something and I'm thinking, did I say the letters WB? I don't remember saying that. All right. Here we are. Actually, this is turning out really nice. What do you guys think? Not, I mean, I sound surprised, don't I? but it's different to what I was expecting. Okay, but I really like it. I really like it. All right, and Jody said black bling still, so we're going to go with that. I'm going to grab my take your pick tool. I'm going to put a big one right down here, and I'm going to have two small ones up further. So one right about here. Whoop. And then one next to that, a little bit higher. And there we go. What do we think? Do we like it? You love it. Good, Monique. Oh, Leslie likes it too. Yay. Linen thread. Good point, Moira. And I've always got that handy. I agree. Some linen thread would be great with this. It would have looked really nice, like wrapped around and knotted off. That would have looked really good. But I think I'll just tie a bow. But yeah, you could certainly do different things with this. Linen thread is always a great accessory. If you're wanting to make this more of a like a mail card, which it certainly could be, then I'd be inclined to wrap it around and not tie a bow. Okay, but I mean, it doesn't really matter. But I'm going to pop it on there. Let me just grab my ribbon scissors. Can you guys hear the rain? It's raining here now. It wasn't raining when I started, but now it is. Let's pop a glue dot on that. It would make a really good mail card, but probably that it would be optional whether or not you wanted to use a bow on a mail card. Not that you can't put bows on mail cards. You can, especially if they're, you know, string like this. But yeah, I actually think that's probably one of the best things about this paper and this set. It makes great masculine cards. Okay, so if you're looking for something to make, I'm going to cut those a little bit shorter, to make masculine cards, like more of them, then this is definitely a paper that should be on your list. And that other one I showed you earlier, this one, that was a great masculine card as well. Okay, so these sorts of textures, texture is one of the, like there's a number of elements of a masculine card that I believe, in fact, maybe one day we'll just do a Technique Tuesday, all about masculine cards, because there are a number of elements that you can add to a masculine card to make masculine cards really easy to do. I've had people tell me they think that masculine cards are difficult or they struggle to make masculine cards. And I think if you get all the elements right, it's actually super easy. So maybe if anyone would like me to do that one time for a Technique Tuesday, I will. Oh, I'm glad you like it. Who's jinxing who? Is it? Oh, the rain. Okay. No. It was already on its way well and truly before you said anything. That's fine. Oh, sorry. I didn't mean to drop that. So I'm just going to clean up these stamps quickly. So the question is, do you want me to use the black and white and make another card, or do you want me to move on and show you something brand new? I think I know what the answer is going to be, but I'm asking the question anyway. Would you like to see something brand new? Or would you like to see something with the black and white paper that we just looked at before? Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I knew you'd pick new if you had the opportunity for new. New. Okay, all right. Give me a second. I've nearly got these all cleaned up. Doesn't that look like you could almost touch it almost looks like it is actually basket weave, and you could touch it like it would, it should feel like basket weave. I love that. When do you think you would send a man a thank you card? Is it, like after I don't know, the plumber comes and works under your sink or something? I don't know. When do you think we should be sending thank you cards? For what purpose? For guys. It does look real, I know. What they call photorealistic. Jodie's not going to speak. Have I frightened you, Jodie? I hope not. Or I'm just putting that stamp set away back in its spot, and then the elements of texture needs to go away as well. Thankfully, I used a couple of those though. Have you noticed that I'm using up, Jodie, I'm using up the black ones faster than I'm using up anything else? And don't forget the white ones. We can color those with blends and make them any color we like. So this is actually one of the reasons why I think this particular embellishment set is really good, because you can make it any color. So as long as you have some alcohol markers, you can change the color of them. Now, I'm putting this over here so I don't lose it. Because always at the end of my videos, I go, oh, I can't find the first card. And yeah, I'm hoping that won't happen this time. I put it over there where I can see it. It's sitting up looking at me. Oh, I see. Yes, right. Yeah, I think you've been outvoted tonight. Sorry, Jodie. Who's sharing lotto winnings? I think I need to get in on that conversation. Because wouldn't that be nice? All right. Okay. Okay. New. Right. I'm going to pull out, we've got a whole bunch of lovely new things, but I'm going to pull out something that is part of the, is it Beautiful Gallery Suite? Is that what it's called? I think it is. So give me a moment while I find all the bits. Well, I'm having a small crisis because the paper I was going to use is not where it's supposed to be. Where did I put it? Oh, no. It was, believe it or not, it was on the floor, and then I picked it up and got it ready for tonight. And now I don't know where I put it. Well, that's no good. We might have to do a quick change and pick something else, which would be okay, because I can do that. So what I was going to show you was I wanted to show you that gorgeous paper, the 6x6 paper with all the beautiful antique looks, and then these gorgeous dies. Love them so much. But if I can't find the paper, because I've gone and put, oh, here it is. in plain sight. Oh my goodness. Okay. Back to regular programming. I'm so sorry, guys. If we were playing Found It and Take a Sip, everyone had had a whole bottle by now, wouldn't they? Exactly, Sheila. That's right. I know, right? You should fill your cup up before you start watching me, really. Oh, that's a great idea, Gail. Perfect example of when you'll need a thank you card for someone. Gail said, I'm going to put it up on the screen because it's a great answer. I said, when would you need to give a guy a thank you card? And she said, when a male neighbour puts together something that came in a flat pack and needs to be assembled. I would think also possibly when a male friend, in my case it's my husband, but a male friend helps you get the lid off a jar, because I sometimes cannot do that and I need his help. All right, so these are called Beautiful Motifs Dies, and this paper is called Beautiful Gallery, and the name of the suite that these are part of takes its name from this paper. The paper is divine. You've seen it? Oh, the postman says Cherie. I don't know about that, Cherie. Depends if he bought you a nice package. No, not there. I know the paper's divine. So this is like, there's 4 sheets of each. It's a pack of 48. And if ever you're thinking, gee, 48 sheets, that sounds like a lot. 48 sheets of 6 by 6 paper is exactly the same amount of 12 sheets of 12 by 12 paper. Okay, it's actually the same amount of paper. It's just cut up smaller and differently. Okay, you get more designs in a 6 by 6 pack. So we've got these beautiful flowers, and on the back is kind of, to me, what looks a bit like wallpaper. Can you see that? It looks like old-fashioned wallpaper. That's what it reminds me of. And I just love some of these designs. Oh, didn't show you the back of that one. Look at that. You could colour those in if you wanted to. You can have a lot of fun with them. So there's lots and lots of paper in here, but I'm actually looking for a specific one. There's actually a couple. I like this one, but I think the one I'm looking for, this is really nice. It's like a sketch of trees. Don't you think that's nice? I love that. All right, this is nice with the damask pattern on the back. I hope I'm saying that right. I always want. Now, this is actually the one I was looking for, believe it or not. So it's a little bit like your black and white paper, Jody, but it's more greys. All right, so these are beautiful. When we were on stage, there was a scrapbook page that one of the girls that was presenting made with this paper, and she fussy cut around the shapes of the roses by hand. Oh, my goodness, it was just beautiful. Absolutely gorgeous. So she was a New Zealand demonstrator that did that presentation. She was fabulous. All right, so I'm going to pull these out again later, but I think this is the one I'm going to use. I also like this. This looks like it's, I don't know if you can see, it's like a painted background, and that's really pretty as well. Oh my goodness, Nicole, that's very kind. You must have great neighbours. A stranger who donated a display board to our group for our show display. Wow, you have lots of males in your life that you need to say thank you for. That's pretty cool. Yes, mode. We don't want them to move it. Okay, so I'm thinking that I'm going to go with this. I rather like the way this looks. And I think I'll probably use I don't know that I'm going to use, I love this particular pattern, but I don't think I'm going to use it on this card. But I want to show you these dies. Okay, so we've got a couple of standalone dies, like this one here would cut a beautiful leaf, almost like a fern, isn't it? This one cuts like a flower. That's really gorgeous. These 3 partially cut. And I want to show you what I mean by that. Okay, so they don't cut all the way. They're still connected in the middle, so it doesn't cut out the whole shape. And you might be thinking, well, what's the purpose of that? What's the use? All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to position this on here so it gets some of the dark at the bottom and some of the lighter at the top, maybe a little higher. I don't know. About there. All right, I'm going to run this through my cut and emboss machine, and I'm going to be right back. Now, while I'm doing this, I do have a question for everyone. Who has got themselves already, whether you're a demonstrator or a customer, either way, who has already placed an order and seen Stampin' Rewards in your new Stampin' Rewards account? I want to show you this. Okay, see how this is beautiful. And then we're going to talk about Stampin' Rewards. See how the leaves pop out, but the whole thing is still connected in the middle. Can you see that? Isn't this cool? I love that. It's such a nice effect, and you can push out, you know, you could put a bit of dimensional behind each one and pop them out some more if you wanted to, but that's kind of up to you how much you want to pop them out. But I really, really like them. I think they're fantastic. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come back here with, when I find them, my textured notes dies, and I'm going to cut around this with one of my rectangles because I've got that handy. So let's see, would this one fit nicely? Might go up a size. I'm going to go up to this size here. All right, like that. All right, so I'm going to cut that out with my cut and emboss machine. Isn't this pretty? It's just such a nice look. And I'm wondering whether it is going to matter, whether I should have cut the rectangle first. I don't think it's going to matter, but we'll find out in just a second, won't we? So if you're wondering when you can get your hands on these will be in the new catalogue that's coming out in May. And that's when you'll be able to buy them. If you're a demonstrator, you can get them as part of pre-order, I think. Are they in our pre-order list? I got mine because I went to Onstage and bought them as part of the PPP, or Product Purchase Premiere, as they call it. Just going to push these up again. Look how nice. I love this. Such a cool effect. Don't you think that's lovely? Right. Now, the colours in this, because the paper has a lot of colours in it, okay? This, is it grey or is it smoky slate? I think it's a combination. Oh, it says basic grey. So basic grey, smoky slate, and grey granite. The three of them are in here. The grey granite's in the middle, smoky slate's at the top, and basic grey's down the bottom. I'm thinking a darker colour. I wonder if we could go with Secret Sea. Secret Sea is a new colour. That's a new dark, like a navy, but more charcoaly. It's got more grey to it. So I'm just thinking that's probably going to look really good behind here. What do we think? Do we like that? And it's quite different if you're thinking, well, doesn't it look a bit navy? Well, not really, because if I put navy next to it, you can see it's nothing like it. Look at that. See, it's a lot bluer. And this is definitely a lot grayer. So they are on pre-order. Fantastic. Yeah. So that is, to be honest, one of my personal favorite things about being a demonstrator is the fact that you actually get to order first and you get, you know, sneak peeks, and you can get your hands on product faster than most other people. So I always think that that's worth having. I'm making this piece 14.3 by, I'm just going to see how that's going to look right there like that. What do we think? Do we like that? And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to, oh, that's how it looks on the back because it's the back of that other paper. So I'm going to grab some mini dimensionals and I'm going to put a couple of those behind some of these larger leaves. You don't have to do this. You could just leave it like it is, but I really want to make them stand up. I'm not going to do all of the leaves. I'm just going to do, in fact, that might be enough, just those 4. I could do 1 or 2 of these as well, but maybe that one there. Yeah. And then I'm going to take, deciding, do I want to put dimensionals behind the whole thing, or will that, it probably still, they would still stand up even if I use dimensionals, and I think I still do want to. So I'm just going to use regular dimensionals in the other corners. Do you know what? Here's what I've realized. Leslie and Sherry are just saying there's so much to keep track of at the moment. Can I give you a bit of advice? Don't try. That's what I think. I think it's it's the old way of doing things was I felt like I had to have most product or everything that I would ever use out of the catalog. Okay. And I have realized that is not possible. Okay. That's not, now that we have a lot more product, especially a lot more online exclusive product, there's something for everyone, and I don't have to have everything. I can't physically have everything, and that's okay. People don't need to see absolutely everything used, but it's nice if you can show the things that you really love. That's what I think. All right, so just going to have that sticking up a little bit there. And I want, I just want to be able to see a little bit of that blue behind. So by having the dimensionals, you can kind of offset it a little bit so that you can see a little bit more of that blue behind. Does that make sense what I'm doing? That's really cool. Yes, I could put double dimensionals under if I wanted to pop them up a little bit more. So let's put a double dimensional under here. And that's why I thought, if I hadn't put dimensionals under the corner, these would have stuck up more. But I don't know. I kind of like the whole thing on dimensionals. So let's try putting a second double one on, like the suggestion, and see if we prefer that. See, that one's going to sit up higher. So I wouldn't probably do double dimensionals on every single one, but some of them, I think it's a nice idea. And because you can lift them up with your finger, you can always add them in after the event. Can you kind of see how that's looking? It's looking cute, isn't it? So whether or not you want the doubles or you don't is up to you, but I love how it lifts off the page. Now, I was thinking, before I add a sentiment to this, I'm going to do one of my other favorite things. Let me grab it. I'm not sure if this is I've got a good one and one that's got not as much in it. Oh no, this is a good one. I'm going to go over the leaves. I'm going to start with the small leaves, and I'll decide whether I want to do the big ones as well with just my Winker Stella, and it's going to make them quite sparkly. What do we think? Do we like this idea? Makes me go quiet when I'm using any kind of colouring tool, including Winker Stella, which is just clear. The different levels shows them off better. Yeah, probably. All right, I'm just going to do all of them because I can't help myself. Can you see it on the camera, or is it not showing? I can see it really clearly. You can certainly see it when you turn it in the light. I can see a couple of them need a bit more. Okay, looking good. Liking that. All right, so for my sentiment, I have a couple of options, but I'm tempted to use this little guy because he'll sit nicely across the bottom here. And it gets to use, I have a thing for this one at the moment. In the Beautiful Motifs dies, we have a Thinking of You. And this is actually a really nice card for a Thinking of You card. Even a sympathy card, you could get away with this, I think. It's quite beautiful. We're not going, this is not black, so it's, but it's a dark grey, so blue grey. So What did Leslie say? You buy in budget only things that really appeal to you. I think that's very smart. Yes. Buying cardstocking pads for you, yeah, costs a lot before you buy anything else. Absolutely, it does. So it is, we just got to remember, it is a collection, okay? It's a new hobby, and hopefully you may find, I hope for a lot of people, I think it's a lifetime hobby. Playing with different parts of paper craft is just a beautiful thing to do. I'm going to use my, of course I am, Secret C, which hasn't even been opened yet, ink pad, because this is new. Now, did everyone see my note earlier about the current ink colors? Make sure that you have everything you need before Tuesday, because Tuesday is when everything goes into last chance, and once it sells out from that point, it is gone. All right, so I'm going to ink that up and grab myself a piece of white, and we're going to stamp that. That says thinking of you. And should I do the whole thing? I think I can, and go from one side to the other. Actually, that's a great idea. And then I can use some bling on either side. So let's do that. And I'm going to run that through my cut and emboss machine, and we'll be right back. So I'm asking the question again. I know I did ask you, and then I didn't even look at the comments. Has anyone already seen rewards in their account? And if you haven't, if you are scared to order because you think it's going to be really different, it's not that different. It's actually very simple to order. The main thing you need to remember, you do need an online account, which many of you already have. If you don't have one, you just need to head over to, I can send you the link again on my blog. That's really pretty, isn't that nice? You're all waiting until April, and that's fine. There is, for demonstrators, there's a sales challenge, and I know a lot of girls are waiting for the sales challenge, but also it's a new quarter, so a lot of people are waiting for the new quarter as well. So I'm going to put these here and here, and one in the middle. So we're having fun with a whole bunch of new product here. A little bit of online exclusives, but the rest. So the only thing that I'm using that you can actually buy right now is the Textured Notes dies. Those are available right now. All right. I didn't want to cover up this beautiful, because there's that beautiful border at the bottom. See, can you see that lovely pattern? I didn't want to cover that up, so I've made it just above that. And then we have these. Now, these are new as well. These are the 2025 to 2027 in color flat pearls. So I was going to maybe add Secret C ones, because those would be really nice. But instead, I think I might add these ones. These are called Cloud Cover, this color. It's like a light gray blue, and I think that would look really nice with this. So I'm going to use the small ones. So little guys. Here we go. I'm going to pop that right there. And then another small one. Pop that right there. Oop. Is that in the right spot? Yes, I think it is. Okay. And then I'm going to use my white base that I didn't use before. Never waste anything, right? And that's going to go here. So I'm going to use some seal if it's still floating around, or if it isn't, I guess I'll be using Tombow. Oh, here's the seal. Hiding it was. So I've just showed you part of this beautiful suite tonight. I haven't showed all of it to you. It's just gorgeous. If you love an antique kind of a look, this suite is really going to appeal to you. It's called Beautiful Gallery, the whole suite, but this particular bundle is called Beautiful Motifs, and it's got these lovely words and a little scribble sort of a stamp here, and then this beautiful, like, it's like the wallpaper designs. This one here, that's really nice as well. Dastardly ducky, do you think? I think Timid Tiger wouldn't have been the look I was going for with this card, especially if I wanted to use it as a sympathy card. I think that these colours work a little better. But the cloud cover looks really nice on there, don't you think? Oh, that's okay, Lorraine. You never know. You never know. That's okay, Donna. You need to wait until you find something that you love. But yes, I'm very glad you got the cardstock that you needed, because the cardstock is going up in the new catalogue and the basic white has already gone up. So they actually exhausted all the supplies of the basic white. As soon as they announced that the prices were going to go up, it sold out almost immediately, and they got it back in, then it sold out again, and then they had to admit that they were running out of their stock and the price would be changing. So it has now changed. So that is unfortunate, but that's just how it went. I like this. This would look nice with a little bit of linen thread too, but I don't have to add linen thread to everything. What do you think? Do you like the card? Do you like this look? The ones that I didn't show you, where are they? Here. So this is this one that only partially cuts in the middle. The others, these two, especially this one only partially cuts and goes over things. It goes over your corners. Okay, so this is really nice. It looks really, really good on scrapbooking pages because it partially, you know, just the pieces go over, like over the corner, or this way, over the corner, and it looks really lovely. So it's a really nice one as well. But I'm looking forward to playing with all of these, and I love this thin little flower. I think that's gorgeous, and that'd be beautiful. Easy to color. Like you could color the flowers in with your markers, and then, you know, your leaves for the rest of it, the stems, a different color, and that would look really beautiful as well. They're gorgeous. Do we like those? Something new. There you go. New stuff to show you. This bundle is called the Beautiful Motifs. Okay. Also in that bundle, in that suite, there is another bundle. It's what they call a mega suite. And this one I haven't showed you yet, but this is called Gallery Blooms. And this one is the other suite, the other bundle in this suite. Okay, so you've got a lot in here. You've got the paper. You've got two of these. What are these called? Stamp set bundles, die bundles. And then you've got, you've got the damask embossing folder. Let me grab that really quickly. This one. This is also part of the suite, and I haven't used this yet, so that'll be coming up. We'll see that at a different point. And I'm pretty sure there's bling too, but let me have a quick look because I just haven't got it on my screen right now. Actually, I probably should just look at my catalogue, which is sitting right next to me. But it is absolutely beautiful. So if I type in the word gallery, it will come up. Because like I said before, you give it enough information, but not too much. All right, so it's called the Beautiful Gallery Suite Collection. And yes, it has, whoops, I accidentally added it to my cart. I don't want to do that. Actually, I don't know if I can. Even though I ordered one at PPP, it'll let me do it again for a pre-order. So there you go. I don't want that in my cart because I don't need to order it twice. Oh, the gallery dies, these. I had to get these. Oh, I know. Let me find them. There's also some beautiful they're called press motifs, I think is the name of the bling, and they're like little brass flower bling. They're really, really cute. Had to get this because this frame is fantastic. Okay, and this cuts out these as well. All right, so super, super nice. Like you've got all your dies to cut the different stamps, but you've also got some standalone dies, and you've got those lovely frames. Right, so this cuts this out. Can you see that? Super, super nice. I love it. All right, there's a couple more here in the middle too, but I love them. I just think they're gorgeous. Oh, and there's also, remember the basic beige ribbon we used the other night? That's also in this suite as well. So there's a lot. There's a lot in this suite. That's this one with the really soft ribbon that we used to tie on our cards on Friday night. But yeah, I'm not sure what I've done with the bling, but that's okay. I'll show those to you another time because those are really lovely. pressed flower motifs. That's what they're called. That's what they're called. A peony or a camellia? I think it's more like a peony, to be honest, because a camellia grows on a bush or a tree, right? So this to me looks more like a peony. But you could, you could use your imagination. It could be any flower that you like. Yeah, that would be nice, Cherie. Wouldn't that be lovely? A full flower list. Mind you, sometimes I don't know if they know. Megan thinks that Stampin' Up! Should hire her to design some new stamp sets. Well, send your resume in, Megan. You never know. Oh, you're very welcome, Jody. Lovely to see you tonight. I know, it's gorgeous. Just love it. Just love, love, love it. And I love all the samples in the new catalogue. They've done such a great job. All right, so we have 2 cards from tonight. Put that in my mechanics tray so I don't lose it. Which one do we like the best? Which one did you like? I know they're both a little different. And this one's got the Winker Stella, which is hard to see unless I hold it. There you go. You can see it when I hold it like that. Which one do you like? Yeah, there you go. Cherie's suggesting all you have to do is sell $1 million worth of product and you get to design your own set. The first one, said Margaret. Yeah, I think the first one might be the favorite tonight. And that wasn't my expectation. I thought that this one would be the favorite tonight when I was thinking earlier. Not that I really knew what I was doing, but I had an idea with this one. This one kind of happened along by accident. But the second one I had a bit more of an idea about. Different uses. Exactly, Katrina. Oh, I'm glad you like them. Oh, Monique likes the second one. And Dimity said the grey one. So isn't that interesting? Everyone's got a different thought on what they like tonight. I have to say, I like it better with the Winker Stella. If it hadn't been for the Winker Stella, I might not have liked it as much. I still would have liked it, but I think that really made it come alive. It is a bit different. I know. I had to get these dies. They were just too nice not to get. Oh, no good, Cherie. We don't want that. All right, I'm going to pop back and look at you all and have a quick chat. Let me go. Here I am. Here I am. Okay, so my question I asked earlier was about the rewards. I'm hoping that you've had a go. If you haven't yet had a go, on your next order, you just need to make sure that you opt into the rewards. Now, if you're a demonstrator, you don't have to be opted in. You're automatically opted in because you're a demonstrator. But if you're a customer, you actually have to say that you want to receive rewards. And why would you not want to receive rewards, right? Everybody wants to receive rewards. So the rewards works really, really simply. It's every order over $35 here in Australia. That's the number. $35 gets you 10% back into your Stampin' Rewards account, which you can use on any future order. And so if I put an order in for $100 today and I have then $10 sitting in my rewards account, which I can then use on my next order, or I can save them up. I don't have to actually put them through on the next order. I could say, okay, I want to keep that $10 and the rewards on the next order and the next and the next. I want to keep them until I save up for something substantial that I just want to purchase. And can I just tell you, it is very easy, Leslie. I know it's a super easy system. If you want to use rewards that's done at checkout, yes, you can apply them. So you would, it will tell you how many that you have, and then you just need to make sure you apply them. Okay, so you apply them by typing how many you want to use in the box and hitting apply. Really, really simple, and it just takes them straight off your order. I have mentioned this previously. We have a virtual scrapbooking retreat coming up in July. Some people might be interested in this, okay? Can I tell you that there is no registration fee to do the class. Instead, you buy the product to do the class, and the product is not inexpensive. It is not cheap. Okay, so it's a substantial amount of products. There's enough there to make 12 double page layouts. Okay, it's a huge project that you get to do over 3 days. So at the end of 3 days, you should have all 12 double page layouts done. And if this is of interest to you, if you've got something like a holiday or a wedding or a party or a stage of life that you wanted to scrapbook, this could be something great. I'm going to be saving up my rewards for that, okay, because I know it's going to be relatively pricey. So but I really want to do the retreat. So that is how I'm coping with that. To do the retreat, you just need to be able to get onto Facebook, because that's where it's going to be delivered, in a private Facebook group. There'll be live videos and demonstrations and replays and all that kind of stuff that you can watch. So anyone who's interested, and if you're worried about the cost I've heard in Australian dollars will be $435. And that's a lot of product that you get, but it's a big expense. So I'm going to be putting my rewards towards that to make it cheaper. Now, as a demonstrator, I also get my 20 or 25% off, which also makes it cheaper. So I'm hoping that that class won't be particularly expensive for me at all. But I know for other people, it might be something that you have on your radar, but you're thinking, well, that's a lot of money. Use your rewards for that. Or something else you really want. Maybe you want a cut and emboss machine. Use your rewards for that to make it cheaper, or, maybe get it for free. So the rewards can be saved for up to 12 months. And at the end of 12 months, they start expiring if you haven't used them. But you can see there's a little present on your account. When you go into the online store, there's a little present up at the top. And you can see how many rewards, when you click that present, how many rewards that you have in your account. Okay, so, and it tells you if there's any expiring soon, it will tell you how many of those reward points are expiring soon, which means that you need to make sure you use them fairly quickly. Okay, it's 500 in New Zealand, is it, Sheila? Or 500 plus, you said? Yeah, so yeah, it's not cheap. All right, you guys, I just wanted to put that on your radar. I know it's not going to be everyone's cup of tea, but it's mine. I love to scrapbook a project, and the idea of actually having 3 days and being able to have something at the end of those 3 days is very attractive to me. So I can't wait to do it. Sounds like a lot of fun. All right, you guys, I'll be back Tuesday for Technique Tuesday, 2 p.m. Sydney time. For those of you in my team, I will see you tomorrow morning at 10, and we'll catch up then. See you guys. Have a great day, or a nice evening, depending on where you are. Maybe, Monique, you have a great day, and everyone else have a good night. Thanks, guys. Bye.